From the outside, it would appear that Charisma Carpenter was one of the most cherished stars in Joss Whedon's Buffy the Vampire Slayer universe. Her character, the snarky, but ultimately soulful Cordelia Chase, was one of a few chosen to anchor the supernatural dramedies spin-off series, Angel. But based on how Cordelia went from co-lead on Angel to a footnote in its final seasons, fans have often wondered whether something went sour behind the scenes. In the wake of mounting testimonials, including from Justice League stars Ray Fisher and Gal Gadot, Carpenter took to social media Wednesday to speak out about her experience on 2 Whedon shows. Carpenter writes on Twitter, "For nearly 2 decades, I have held my tongue and even made excuses for certain events that traumatize me to this day. Joss Whedon abused his power on numerous occasions while working together on the sets of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel. While he found his misconduct amusing, it only served to intensify my performance anxiety, disempower me, and alienate me from my peers. The disturbing incidents triggered a chronic physical condition from which I still suffer. It is with a beating, heavy heart that I say I coped in isolation and, at times, destructively." Carpenter has previously said that her experience on Angel was difficult, coming in the wake of her surviving an attack by a serial rapist in her early 20s. In 2013, she described that time in her life to Metro. "I'd go to work at 4 a.m. and would have to leave my house to get to my car in the middle of the night. I'd have to talk myself down from the panic that would set in that came from thinking someone would attack me." Amid that stress, in 2002, Carpenter became pregnant with her son. After that, her role on Angel changed dramatically. In 2009, Carpenter told fans at the DragonCon convention that she viewed her pregnancy as a source of conflict with Whedon. "What happened was that my relationship with Joss became strained. We all go through our stuff in general, behind the scenes, and I was going through my stuff, and then I became pregnant. And I guess in his mind, he had a different way of seeing the 4th season go. I think Joss was, honestly, mad. I think he was mad at me, and I say that in a loving way, which is, it's a very complicated dynamic working for somebody for so many years, and expectations, and also being on a show for 8 years, you gotta live your life. And sometimes living your life gets in the way of maybe the creator's vision for the future. And that becomes conflict, and that was my experience." In 2003, when Michael Ausiello queried Whedon about sidelining Carpenter and removing her from the cast list, saying that it was an odd thing to do to the show's leading lady, Whedon responded, "That's a fluctuating concept, the leading lady thing. And it is a little odd. Some choices are ultimately kind of controversial about who stays and who goes and who we focus on.